I know they have just they have a few more minutes and then they'll or maybe a minute and then you can tell them.
I started it already.
That's okay. So the girls are doing a booking blitz right now. So we put a script out there for them and they all are sending this booking blitz to people. So ladies, if you already have a reply, stand up and let us know that you already have a reply. Look at this. 2 of our gals already have parties. Woo! That is super awesome. So great. I could dance or something.
We don't have the band outside anymore.
I know there's no band. Hi, Rob.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good. We thought we were already starting hostess coaching.
I know. Shoot.
Not happening.
I could take pictures of the baby.
Yeah, sorry ladies that you're just hanging on Periscope. Oh, so for those of you that have been watching the Periscopes already today, I will upload all of these to YouTube. So if you want to catch them later, of course you can't see the comments, you can go to catch.me and they're already up there. Or I'll upload them to my YouTube channel tonight. And I think my YouTube, I think you just have to find me under Connie Lucida. I'm not quite sure. Or Connie 526. Or Jam & Connie or Connie Jams. I don't know. Those are pretty much the things that I use for all of my different periscoping, Facebooking aliases. So that's how you can find all of these great things. So what we have coming up, I'm going to talk about hostess coaching. Robin is going to talk about recruiting. And then I think, is Jared wrapping it up at the end?
With financial health.
We have Laura and Jen are going to do follow-ups.
Yes, Laura and Jen. Are you ready? Okay, so we're ready.
Okay, feel free to continue your booking list later on, but for now, let's put our phones down and our hands together for Miss Connie Lucida.
I don't know how I got so lucky to have so many parts of this, Jody. So I love hostess coaching. It is my thing. I heard this a long time ago from somebody in direct sales and it's always stuck with me. It may be Belinda Ellsworth, I'm not sure. But if you don't host coach, your party's gonna cancel. You know, that's when the party's on Friday night and you decide Thursday to maybe call your hostess and see who's coming and she goes, oh, I forgot we were even gonna do this. You know, that's just poor customer service on your part. So you've got to host coach. Or she holds her party out of obligation and you get there, and it's her mom, her best friend, a dog, and a lamb. So you've got to host coach if you want to get butts in seats at in-home parties. It relates to the same way for the virtual party. Everything, you know, the party plan industry is built on parties, right? Does that make sense? So when we made this radical leap into the virtual world, I think part of what got forgotten was that we forgot that we excelled and created this extreme model in how we partied. We have to take the very best things of what we've done that we know work over and over and over in the in-home party experience, and we have to relate that to our virtual party. So when girls say to me, my latest Facebook parties are flops, and I start to talk to them about if they've hostess coached and they haven't, well, it's no wonder, okay? You still have to build a relationship and treat those hostesses with respect, just like you would if you were walking in the door at their house. So I love the in-home party, so I'm gonna talk in a lot of generic terms. A lot of it sounds like maybe it's for an in-home party, but I want you to think about how you can creatively make it work for an online party also. All right, so I always make, I make 3 or 4 calls to my hostess. It's all about building relationships. If I already know her, we already have somewhat of a relationship. If it's somebody that I met at an event, I want her to like me when I walk in the door, or I want her to like me when I start her online party. I want to have built a relationship with her. That's what this business is all about. It's all about relationship building. It starts with our hostesses and then it develops into building relationships with your team members. If you excel at that, you will excel at this business. So I call a few days after booking. Just like I talked about earlier, you have to get people when they're excited about this. When a girl says, I want to host a party, you got to roll with that excitement. Because a lot of times people have party booking remorse. Then it's like, oh man, I really don't want to do that. My friends aren't going to want to come. So you've got to roll with that. You've got to be excited about that. So I call her just a few days after she books it, and I confirm the party date and time. I confirm whether I'm going to be in her house or when we're going to start it online. We're going to start your party this time. I'll be at your house this time, so I'm going to confirm it. I want to talk about her party goals, and I don't know if many of you ever do that, but I want to know what my hostess wants. Why does she want to have this party? You know, it's already like developing a Jamboree why for her. Why does she want to have a party? My best party why ever for an in-home party, one of my long-term friends, I called her up, I'm like, please have a Jamboree party for me. She's like, yes. I'm like, really? Because she'd never had a party for me. She's like, yes, I just got some killer new leather living room furniture and I want everyone to see it. I'm like, bonus. So when you like see people getting new stuff, they may want to have a party. So find out what her party goals are. Most people want the product. Oh, you guys just came out with that gel kit. I want that gel kit. Oh, I want to get all my nieces nail wraps for Christmas. Oh, I'm crazy in love with this, and I love doing mixed manis, and I gotta have like 8 sheets every month. So I gotta get 16 or 20 sheets of wraps. That's what I want to get. Or I love the lacquer, or whatever. You know, I have a gift closet, and I want to fill it up with more gifts for stuff that I need. I want all of my teacher gifts. I want to make sure that I'm getting all of my teacher gifts. Find out why she wants to have this party, okay? She wants to have a party for a reason. We just assume it's because they love the product. Sometimes it's not. When you also find out what she wants, then you're going to be able to work to build a relationship with her, to go over the hostess rewards, and to let her know. If I had a girl just a couple months ago say, I need 3 True Shine gel kits. I'm like, all right, well, that's $360. You got to have a really big party. So you've got to work with them to show them what it means. So then I go over the hostess rewards. I also talk about the sister style. I talk about Style Box. I talk about the host exclusives. So I do all of that. And then I encourage party invitation. And I encourage you to do that for on your virtual parties. I made a joke not too long ago with some of my friends. When you talk about the in-home party, we talk about the party invitation. First of all, I think you should still mail them out. And then you need to call to follow up. And a lot of times I will mail out for my hostesses. That way I know it gets done. There's nothing like calling the hostess the week of the party and having her go, oh, I didn't mail any of those out. So if I mail them out, a lot of times I'll drop them off and then I'll say I'll pick them back up from you so I can mail them out. But if you're doing a virtual party, it's just as important. When you have an in-home party, the night of the party, you don't drive around the neighborhood and pick people up, put them in the car, and take them to their house. That's kidnapping, and you'll go to jail, okay? So you don't do that. So why do we think it's okay to dump people in these virtual events and groups? People dump me in a group, I take myself out, and sometimes I seriously think about blocking them on Facebook. I think it's rude, I don't like it, and it's not a good way to build a relationship. So your hostess needs to invite her friends to come to her virtual party. Hey you guys, I'm so excited. My friend Connie is an awesome Jamboree consultant. We are gonna have a blast. I'm gonna do this virtual party. It's gonna be in 2 weeks. I would love to send you an invite to my very special Jamboree online party. Do you want an invite? As opposed to just dumping them in. Make them feel special. They're your friends. Relay that to your hostess. Your friends are special. Let's make them feel special about coming to this event. Let's not just hijack them, and let's kind of look at the people. I love when I get invited to a party with 674 of my other closest friends. Really? I mean, let's make this special. Let's invite 30 or 40 or 50 people, but have your hostess think about who loves beauty, who loves their nails, who's trendy, who could use this type, who would jump all over this type of a business opportunity. So all of that I do in the first call, and I set up an appointment, and I call. I don't do this back and forth texting. I know you can do it. I know you can do back and forth messaging. I know you can do back and forth texting. I'm very sarcastic. It does not come through on a text. But it does on a phone call, and I build relationships with people that way. I don't know why everybody's afraid to pick up the phone. I have some of my best friends now were party hostesses. And it's because I picked up the phone and I took it, and I always say to them, I'm only gonna talk to you for about 10 or 15 minutes, which is a lie because as you've all already seen, I can't ever talk for 5 minutes about anything. So, but I try to be very considerate of that, you know, but I let them know what's a good time, when can I call you? I don't wanna interrupt during dinner. I don't wanna interrupt when they're putting kids down at night. I try to set it up. And if I can meet them at Caribou Coffee, sweet, even better. Okay. I'll mail out the invitations for her. I will set up her Facebook event and send invites. I always have the hostess call the guests a few days before the party. I explain my plan for the party. You know, I let her know if I'm going to come to her house. Okay, when I get to the house, I'm going to set up my little display. I always ask people, how old is your house? What's your electrical situation like? If I plug in 4 mini heaters, are we going to blow the power out? I've done that at many a party. I take a drop cloth because I almost ruined someone's, well not me, but a party guest almost ruined someone's antique table, spilling acetone before we had our stuff on a table. So I always take a drop cloth because you don't want like little pieces of, you know, the nail wrap all over. So, you know, I always tell them I'm going to bring my stuff, I'm going to have a plan, all of that stuff. I let her know what her job is. You know, I let her know that we're in business for this together, you know, building a relationship. You want two True Shine kits, I'm going to get that for you, but I'm going to ask you to do a little something too. I'm going to ask you to get some pre-orders. I'm going to ask you to invite all of these different people. You know, that type of a thing. Do the same thing with your virtual hostess. Let her know. Our party is going to be 3 days long, or our party is going to be on Friday night for an hour. I'm going to be posting some videos. I'd like for you to tag your friends. Let her know what the expectation is. I'm always surprised when people say, my hostess isn't doing anything. Really? Did you ask her to participate? Well, no, she just should. No. You have to, that's coaching her. You know, that's what you need to do. So my second week call, 1 week prior to the party, that's when I really kind of discuss the presentation. I'm going to tell a little bit about what I do. I'm going to go over a demo. I'm going to have a full service checkout. I love full service checkout. I hate people throwing order blanks and money at me and they're going out the door. Because what do I want to do? What have I said 14 times? It's about building a relationship. I want to get to know them. So I'm priming my host to be my next consultant in my downline. So I'm saying to her, I'm going to start full service checkout. Is it okay when I do that you continue to help with the demo? Yeah. And they always say yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to get you some nail wraps before so you can, you know what you're doing. Making sure that you have power on a table. I actually went to somebody's house and like they had a futon and that was it. Okay. So thank gosh, I always travel with a little table in the back. Make sure you have what you need for the party. Have her call to remind her guests, mention her party goal. Oh my gosh, Susie, I'm so excited. You already have a couple of orders. They're already on your party and you're gonna get those True Shine kits. You know, let her know that you really, are listening, encouraging her to get the outside orders. 2 days prior to our party, I call and ask for a final head count. And this is what's been really tough. You know, there have been times in the early days when I was driving an hour or 2 hours to go to a party, and if somebody said, well, I think I only have 3 people coming, I would have to make a decision. Was that worth it for me to go? And yeah, I really wanted to get the Jamberry brand out there, and I really wanted to do whatever. But this final head count, and I'm going to have to tell you, those parties that were low numbers were a direct reflection on how poorly my host coaching was. When I get hostesses excited, when I tell them that their friends are going to have fun, that it's going to be the best direct sales party that they've ever been to, and I've done that on online parties too. It doesn't just have to be in the in-home. You get great results and you get people there because you've set that expectation. I let them know when I'm going to be arriving. I thank them. I'm excited, and I'm very complimentary about them. You know, I'm so excited for your party. I love how you applied the wraps. I just saw, you post a picture, to the group page. You are doing amazing. And then, Jody already uploaded the hostess coaching guidelines there. So, anybody have a quick question in my no minutes left about host coaching? Okay. Yeah.
For virtual parties, do you make phone calls to those hostesses too?
I do.
Every time.
Every time. Every hostess gets a phone call.
And you do the 3 phone calls.
I do the 3 phone calls. Yeah. And I have built many a relationship that way. So I love the phone because I love to talk. Okay, that's it for me.
You?
Yeah.
Love to talk? Awesome. Okay.
Thanks, bye.
Thank you.